We could have covered if you jerks hadn't transformed too!
You're the one who screwed up first, stupid cat.
Oh yeah?
They can talk too?
Hello everyone, welcome to our new video. In this video, I'll be discussing a list of top 10 fantasy anime everyone should watch. The many sub-genres of fantasy anime provide a wide variety of titles to choose from that can suit anyone's taste, and here are some of the best. One of the many strengths of fantasy is its ability to be coupled with a wide range of elements from other main genres such as romance, comedy, and even horror. It is also easily adaptable to any age range, giving you the option to choose a light-hearted kid-friendly series or a darker anime with more mature content. Before we start, be sure you subscribe our channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notifications of new videos. Number 10. Goblin Slayer. Goblins are frequently depicted as the main evil villainous hench monsters for heroes to kill in Western fantasy stories. Goblin Slayer is one of the most successful of a whole new wave of anime based on Western fantasy. The series is a love letter to the fantasy genre. Characters have such names as Dwarf Shaman, Priestess, and the titular Goblin Slayer. There is even dice rolling. There are amazing battles that captivate everything that is great about high fantasy, but ultimately, Goblin Slayer is just as great at subverting fantasy tropes as giving fans all the best parts of the genre. Number 9. Maria the Virgin Witch. Set against the backdrop of the 100 Years' War between France and England, Maria the Virgin Witch follows a witch using her magic to try to force both armies to stop fighting. There is a good bit of comedy surrounding Maria's virginal status, especially as she has an incubus and a succubus serving her as familiars. The battles are incredible, and this anime has some of the most accurate medieval martial combat ever depicted, with cutthroat mercenaries and knights in full plate clashing in the din of melee. Maria is a fun character who gives heart to the series, adding magic and joy to a world beset by grim violence and tragedy. Number 8. Death Note. Death Note is a great example of contemporary fantasy at its best. The story follows protagonist Light Yagami, a brilliant high school boy who acquires a magical journal known as a Death Note. If he knows a person's name and what they look like, Light can write that person's name in the book, which will result in their death. Light begins to kill criminals with his new powers, using the name Kira as he tries to kill his way to creating a better world. A police task force forms to stop him, headed by a mysterious genius known as L, someone every bit as smart as Light. The story is a game of cat and mouse, filled with dark magic and death gods, all set in modern-day Tokyo. Number 7. Ancient Magus Bride. In an alternate version of London, England, a young woman named Chise allows herself to be sold as a slave at an auction after growing up an orphan and homeless. An ancient and well-known mage named Elias Ainsworth recognizes her to be a rare sort of mage called a slay buggy. This reveal turns the tables for Chise, who is now worth more than she would have hoped. Elias offers Chise the opportunity to become his apprentice and grow into her power, with the only counterpart that she will one day become his bride. Number 6. Fruits Basket. A series of tragic and unfortunate events force Tohru to set camp in the forest as she finds herself without a home. A great secret is revealed to her when she serendipitously finds her way to a house that happens to be home to the most popular boy in school. Fruits Basket is one of those adorable contemporary fantasy series that will always bring a smile on your face. Although the story takes place in a high school setting, it doesn't feel too young or childish and brilliantly takes on some pretty heaving subjects such as loss, self-doubt, and bullying. Number 5. Fullmetal Alchemist. This next anime is hands down one of the most popular anime out there regardless of genre. In a world where humans have mastered the art of alchemy, based on the concept of equivalent exchange, a forbidden experiment gone terribly wrong cost a boy his body, forcing him to live with his soul attached to a suit of armor, while his older brother gave up a leg and arm. The two swear to find a way to get their bodies back and join the army, hoping to use their funds to fuel their research, only to discover that a menace is growing with roots far bigger than anyone could have imagined. Number 4. Somali and the Forest Spirit. In a world filled with spirits, goblins, and a great many other strange creatures, human beings are hunted to the point of near extinction. A serendipitous meeting brings a golem and a young human girl together. A bond immediately forms between this unlikely duo and they set up on a quest to travel this strange and dangerous world in search of the remaining human beings. Number 3. Tokyo Ghoul. In a world where ghouls, human flesh-eating creatures, live among humans, a college student named Ken Kaneki miraculously survives an encounter with one of those creatures. Upon waking up at the hospital, Ken learns that the surgery he underwent transformed him into a half-ghoul. The story follows him as he learns to live with his new condition and come to terms with this new reality. Because Ken is now neither ghoul nor human, he struggles to find a place to fit in. Tokyo Ghoul is but one of the many dark fantasy horror anime you should watch. Number 2. Kobayashi-San no Maid Dragon. One drunken night out in the city, Kobayashi crosses paths with a strange girl named Toru and offers to share her apartment with her. To her surprise, the Toru that shows up at her doorstep the following day is not quite the person she remembers, and she finds herself greeted by a dragon on her way out to work. Toru offers to work as a maid for Kobayashi to repay her for her kindness. However, Toru's unorthodox methods often bring more chaos than actual help.
Hey, answer me! Who am I anyway?
My king, O venerable one, your wish is my command. What is it you wish for?
Well, I wish for...
Number 1. Magi. Hidden around the world are several labyrinths called dungeons that people attempt to find in hopes of uncovering some valuable treasures. Despite being total strangers, Aladdin, a young magician, and Alibaba decide to go in search of one of those dungeons together in order to pay for the damage they have done to a rich merchant's supply cart. To their surprise, what was supposed to be a simple quest for treasures turns out to be life-changing for both of them. Alright everyone, that is it from today's video on top 10 fantasy anime. If you do not agree with the points in the video and have some of your own opinions, share them with us in the comments section down below. And if you like this video, then do share with your friends.